whether you're taking a long or short trip, what are your rights when you are stopped by members of the Johannesburg Metro Police Department on the roads? We speak now to Mr. Xolani Fihla. He speaks for the JMPD. Thank you very much for availing yourself this afternoon. Under what circumstances can a motorist be threatened with arrest when they are approached at a roadblock?
Thank you for this opportunity, and let me greet to the viewers. Most definitely, as we firstly know that as a police officer and traffic police officer, for one, you do have that right to stop a motor vehicle either through a roadside check, a roadblock, or just a random stop and search. But as a right for the motorist, when you are stopped, is that you can request to see the appointment card or appointment certificate of that officer. And also, if it is a commissioned roadblock, you can request for a certificate which proves that this roadblock has been approved. And also, it is important that officers can also request to see your driving license or to inspect your vehicle. So please don't impede while officers are doing that. And also, it is important that you cooperate with officers. We know, for one, through drunken driving roadblocks, officers do have the right to request a breath specimen or to draw your blood. So you can't say no to doing that. So it is important, and as I did say, that you have to cooperate with police officials when you're being stopped, either at a roadblock, roadside check, or a random stop and search.
In the event that a Metro Police officer does not cooperate when you ask them for their appointment card, what then does a motorist do?
You can add to that a specific roadblock or roadside check. There has to be a supervisor who you can note with that the official who is stopping you doesn't either have a name tag that identifies him or her, or doesn't have an appointment certificate or appointment card with them. But it's also important that you take it up with the department's internal affairs unit, that unit deals with any misconduct or any wrongdoing done by officers on the road. So you can call the anti-corruption hotline and report that matter, or go directly to the officers in the Johannesburg CBD and report that matter, and further action will be taken against such officer.
Can you be arrested for having an expired license disc, an expired driver's license, or having a warrant? Is it a warrant, or when you've picked up traffic fines but you haven't paid them? So can you be arrested under those circumstances?
You can't be arrested for having an expired license disc or an expired driving license. That you get fined for. But specifically with a driving license, you have to have any other proof of identification that identifies you as the person. If you don't, then the police do have the right to detain you until further identification is received, so that they can issue out that fine, and then you can proceed with the journey. But when it comes to unpaid or outstanding traffic fines, in the city of Johannesburg, we are using the ARTA system, and we can't arrest a person for outstanding traffic fines. In areas like Xolani, or in the south of Gauteng, in the west of Gauteng, like areas like Mohali City, then they're still using the Section 56, where if you do have a warrant of arrest for an outstanding traffic fine, then you can get arrested. But in the city of Johannesburg, you can't. And another thing is that with unpaid traffic fines, when it comes to ARTO, you're also not forced to pay the fine directly on the spot. But what officers can do is advise you on the traffic fines you have, and also advise you on the payment options that you can do, and that's either pay at the specific roadblock or at accredited places where you can pay, like the bank or the post office.
Xolani Fihla, thank you very much for that detail. He speaks for the JMPD.